I can't live without you.
You don't have to. I'm right here. I know it's difficult, but trust me. But how can I be sure? Because I've been there. You're not alone. Thank you. I can't lose you.
You won't. I'm right here.
You have to believe me.
Why should I?
Because I'm telling the truth.
I need proof. We need to go. Now. What? Why? There's no time. Trust me. Okay, let's go.
I know it's been hard.
I just don't know.
We'll get through it.
Okay.
Inside the control building of Black Harbor, darkness and silence fill the air. Outside, the strong wind from the sea blows across the docks, and the distant sounds of cranes and cargo machines echo through the harbor. But inside the building, everything feels dangerously quiet. Atesh, Mecran, and Sabri move slowly through a long corridor. Dim lights on the ceiling stretch their shadows across the walls. Security cameras are placed at every corner, and guards could appear at any moment. Atesh raises his hand, signaling them to stop. Sabri stays a little behind, while Atesh and Mecran stand close to each other. Atesh carefully looks around the corner of the hallway to check the guards' movement. For a few seconds, no one speaks. In that silence, only their breathing can be heard. Mecran quietly says, "Atesh, what if the plan fails tonight?" Atesh turns toward her. His face still carries his usual confidence, but there is tension hidden in his eyes. "It won't fail," he replies softly. Mecran gives a small sarcastic smile. "How are you always so sure?" Atesh stays silent for a moment before answering. "Because if we stop now, Aziz wins." Mecran looks into his eyes. She knows that Atesh is not only thinking about the mission, he is thinking about their future as well. A faint breeze moves through the corridor, and the sound of a loose metal panel echoes quietly. Sabri whispers from behind them, "Guys, we need to move." But Atesh and Mecran are still standing face to face. Mecran softly says, "You know, when I first met you, I thought you were very arrogant." Atesh smiles slightly. "Only arrogant." Mecran tries to hide a small laugh. "A little annoying, too. Atesh kuitri replies, and yet you still stayed with me." Mecran's smile slowly fades into a serious expression. "Because I realized there was something else inside you." Atesh looks curious. "What?" Mecran answers softly, "You never give up." For a moment, both of them fall silent. It is one of those rare moments where the miss. Inside the control building, Atesh and Sabri move carefully through the dim corridor. The silent alarm has already been activated, but they still don't know that the entire security system is now focused on them. Sabri whispers nervously, "Something feels wrong." Atesh glances around the hallway. "Just stay focused. The control room should be around this corner." They quietly reach a heavy metal door with a security panel beside it. Through the small glass window, several monitors can be seen glowing inside the room. Sabri immediately connects a small hacking device to the lock. "Give me a few seconds," he whispers. While Sabri works, Atesh stands near the corner, watching the hallway for any sign of guards. At the same time, on the second floor of the building, Aziz stands in front of a large wall of security screens. Several guards stand behind him as the footage from every corridor of Black Harbor appears on the monitors. One of the guards speaks. "Sir, they have entered the control section." Aziz folds his arms calmly. "I know." On the screen, he watches Atesh standing near the door of the control room. A small smile appears on Aziz's face. "Seal every exit," he orders. Downstairs, Sabri suddenly whispers excitedly, "Got it." The lock clicks open. Atesh pushes the door carefully, and both of them quickly step inside the control room. The room is filled with dozens of monitors, blinking lights, and computer systems controlling the entire harbor. Cargo routes, shipment logs, and financial transfers are displayed across the screens. Sabri immediately sits at the main computer terminal. "If the files are here, this could expose everything," he says while typing rapidly. Atesh stands near the door, keeping watch. "Be quick." Meanwhile, outside in another part of the building, Mecran quietly moves through a storage corridor after distracting the guards. She hides behind stacked crates while listening to the guards searching the area. One guard says loudly, "They're somewhere." Inside the control room, the red emergency lights keep flashing. The heavy steel shutters outside have completely sealed the corridors. Atesh immediately realizes that they are trapped inside the building. Sabri looks toward the locked door with fear in his eyes. "Atesh, the exits are sealed." Atesh stays calm, but his expression becomes more serious. "That means Aziz wants us here." Sabri turns back to the computer screens. "I'm still copying the files. If we get these out, the entire network will be exposed." Atesh notes. "Then finish it." At the same time, Mecran is moving quietly through another corridor of the building. Guards are now searching every floor. Their footsteps and voices echo through the halls. She hides behind a storage cabinet while two guards pass by. One of them says, "Boss wants them alive." Mecran whispers to herself, "So Aziz really wants to meet us." She quickly contacts Atesh through the radio again. "Atesh, they're everywhere. I can't reach the control room." Inside the control room, Atesh answers calmly, "Don't come here." Mecran sounds confused. "What?" Atesh looks at the sealed door. "This is exactly what Aziz wants. If you come here, we'll all be trapped." For a moment, Mecran stays silent. Then she says quietly, "I'm not leaving you here." Atesh replies softly, "Just find another way out." Before Mecran can answer, a heavy sound echoes through the corridor outside the control room. Footsteps, not the rushed footsteps of guards, but slow, confident steps. Sabri hears them too and looks toward the door nervously. "Atesh, someone is coming." The footsteps stop right outside the door. For a moment, everything becomes completely silent. Then the security lock beeps and the door slowly unlocks. The heavy door opens. Several armed guards enter first, and behind them, Aziz walks into the control room. He looks around calmly, as if he owns the place, which he does. His eyes finally stop on Atesh. For a moment, neither of them speaks. This is the first time. The control room falls into a heavy silence. Red emergency lights flash across the walls while the guards keep their weapons pointed directly at Atesh and Sabri. Aziz stands calmly in the middle of the room, as if the entire situation is completely under his control. Atesh does not move. His eyes stay locked on Aziz. For a moment, neither of them speaks. Behind Atesh, Sabri quietly continues copying the files from the system. The progress bar slowly moves closer to completion. 95%, 96%. Sabri whispers under his breath, "Just a little more." Aziz notices Sabri at the computer, but surprisingly does not react. Instead, he keeps his attention on Atesh. "You always had courage," Aziz says slowly. "But courage without power is just another form of weakness." Ateş answers firmly. "And power without justice is just corruption." Aziz lets out a small laugh. "You still believe in justice?" Ateş takes one step forward despite the guns pointed at him. "Yes." For a second, the guards tighten their grip on their weapons. Aziz raises his hand slightly, signaling them to wait. He looks curious.